This is a very funny question to ask you, but because I know the answer, but I'll ask you anyhow. And the question is, have you been through tough times in your life? And this is not a laughter to make fun of you or, just to show you, oh, I'm, above you, or it's kind of me trying to act superior. No, this laughter that just came when I asked that question is because pain, suffering, failures, depression, feeling hopeless, not knowing what is tomorrow, the uncertainty, the insecurities. They have been a constant companion in my life for many years. I mean, it's crazy when I think about it. I've been through so many moments in my life where I've failed. I mean, I think I can literally maybe write a book here. And in my case, I guess failures would be, the ups and downs would be quite a lot, especially if you look at my face. I'm a typical rebel. I don't fit into the quadrant of society. I don't fit into that framework. So I'm always doing something different, challenging. I'm always trying and experimenting with new things. So when you keep experimenting with new things, the rate of failure is equally high. And given the fact that I was never a stable individual, stable in the sense, work in a corporate company, follow the rules, be a nicey guy. So I would either get thrown out or I had to resign or something or another would happen. And in a way, I'm glad that I went through these moments. But in a way, I'll be honest with you, it's very scary. It's not like I'm going to say, "Oh, thank you for those tough times." Yeah, thank you for the tough times, but I'll be honest with you. I'm very scared of the tough times. I'm very very scared, and this is the honest reality because I don't know about you, but for me, when I go through tough times, I go through very, very tough times. It's like I don't fall sick throughout the year. I might not fall sick for 2 years in a row, but when I do fall sick, it is so bad that maybe I have to be hospitalized, maybe I have to go to the ICU, maybe it's like for 2 weeks to 1 month, I'm bedridden. It's like that. For a guy who falls sick every few months, okay, you kind of get used to it. But for the guy who falls sick like once in a long time, it's rather serious. And I can say the same formula applies for failure. For the guy who fails frequently, you fail, you get up, you fail, you get up. So there's the ups and downs and you're getting used to it, and you can have small course corrections. But for those people who keep succeeding and success, and when failure comes, the failure is going to be very, very big. So it's better to fail many times in small amounts that you can deal with rather than big times. Okay, the big ones. But what I'll do is I'll give you an example when I did go through a failure or a bad phase in my life, one too many, and how I was able to come out of it. And I hope the insights that I share with you would help you, especially if you're going through a tough time. Okay. Now here's the thing. Okay, just let me have a sip. The thing about tough times, it'll never inform you before coming. It will just, like in the Bible, it is said, it's like a thief that just comes, breaks into your house in the middle of the night, unexpected. So failure, when it comes, it's going to come and hit you like a ton of bricks when you least expect. And some of the most common failures people have is one is a job loss, being terminated, or suddenly having a business partner cheat you in business, or someone that you love, things didn't work out there, or it can even be something really sudden or drastic in your life, like a disease or an accident, or whatever. It is like something that you hope for is not happening, and then when it does happen, it kind of not just shocks you, it kind of like blindsides you. It's like suddenly you get a like total shock and you don't know what to do. In fact, I think the worst kind of failure is the one that builds up gradually. Like, let's say, for example, you have some savings in the bank account. Okay, you have some savings and you lost your job and you're like, okay, I lost my job. Now I need to find another job. And you're hopeful that maybe I'll get a job by next month. And you start looking out for a job, you start applying everywhere. And, it's like by next month, you have to start. But then if you don't get a job by next month, then you're like, okay, I'll wait for one more month. And then obviously your bank account, the money goes a little down. And then you're hoping, okay, next month, surely by next month, I'll get a job. And then when it doesn't happen the second month, then you're like even more worried. Now you see the pressure that is building, like 1 month, then 2 months, then 3 months, then 4 months. And every month that passes by, every day, every week, like every hour, every day, every week, you see your bank balance going down and down and down and down. And very soon, it's like the pressure is building up. Very soon you start getting panicky. Oh my goodness, what if all the money goes? Then what will I do? What if I lose everything? Then I'll be thrown out. Then where do I go? Who do I ask for money? You start getting all these thoughts in your mind and all these fears and all these, worst case scenarios. And when all that happens, you're not able to sleep, you're not able to eat, you are not able to, it affects your mood, it affects your health. It really takes its toll. Like when I went through tough times in my life, I'll tell you, I didn't feel like eating, even though I was hungry. I was like, should I eat? Should I not eat? Yeah, man, forget it. Even if I would sit in front of my iMac or computer as you call it, I would just sit and I'd just be like a zombie. I would like, okay, do I click here? Do I click there? Do I watch this? Do I not watch this? I'm like, I don't want to do this. You don't even want to play a video game. You don't want to see a movie. You just want to solve your problem, but you don't know what to do here. And then when you get exhausted thinking, you just go lie down, you sleep for some time, then you wake up again and you're still feeling like a zombie. Your head is heavy. So, and then it affects your breathing. It affects your appetite. It affects your mood swing. You don't want loud noise. You look at your family, you look at your wife, you look at your kids. You don't know what to tell them. You don't want to, affect them and depress them, but you don't know what to say to them. You don't want to go meet your friends. Even if you meet your friends, they are chatting, they are laughing, they are like, oh man, I don't want all that. So it's a real. It's not just imaginative. It's not just up here. It's not just mental. It's not just emotional. It manifests itself physically, and it is a tough time. I'll tell you, it is a very tough time. So I've been through them. I've been through times when I didn't have any money in the bank, and that's really scary. Especially the time when I was in India, no money in the bank. My relatives didn't want to help me. My parents made sure that my relatives didn't want to help me. There were no friends. I didn't know who to text. I didn't know who to send an email to. I was completely blank. Yeah, I was like, who do I call? Who do I approach? What do I say? And then your head is not working. You don't know whether to make a plan. And even if you make a plan, like, okay, I'll ask people for help or I'll apply for a job, but then there are no immediate results. You get what I'm saying? It's like if you would apply for a job and you get an interview immediately and they give you a decision immediately, at least you tried and you did. But here you are applying for a job and then you don't hear anything. You're like, am I doing it right? Is my CV okay? And then there is no interview calls. You're like, are these people even getting my emails or getting my resume? Like, am I doing something wrong here? And then finally, when you get an interview, you're like so happy. You're like, not happy in the sense you're like, oh, finally something has come. Okay, you go with a heavy heart and you're hoping for a solution. And after you go for an interview, the guy is cool, calm, and composed. Why? Because he doesn't have to carry a damn. He has a job. He has a salary. He is feeling confident because he's sitting in the position of power. And here you are, maybe you're better than him, smarter than him, but you don't know what to do. It's like, even if the guy acts like an asshole, you can't, snap back at him. You just want to be given an opportunity. You're not trying to beg. You're not trying to plead. You just want a fair opportunity. You don't even want to think of him. You don't want to see his face. You just want a solution. So then after you finish the interview, okay, we'll get back to you. And then like, okay, then you're trying to analyze, okay, did I do well? Did I not do well? I think it went okay. So you're not too sure about it. So after that finishes, then the waiting game. That is the most horrible among everything else. I can tell you the waiting game of not knowing whether you'll get a yes or a no or a response. Oh, that is the worst among the lot. It's like you don't know if you know that my problem would finish after 1 week or 15 days. Okay, that gives you a little bit of relief. Okay, I'll wait 7 days. But you don't know when. You don't know whether it's 3 days, 7 days, 15 days, 1 month, 6 months. You don't know how long you have to wait. And sometimes you think like, how? And if all the money goes and you have to wait forever. And then finally, when these guys who take up your job interview and they never get back to you, you finally like, should I call? Should I not call? Will he feel bad? Will it work against me? Will he badmouth me? Man, I should call. At least I want to know whether yes or no. Because anyway, that guy doesn't care. He has a job. He has a salary. He doesn't give a damn whether you live or die or whether you suffer. So then this goes on until you don't know how long. And you don't know when things will change. But then now, for me right now, it's very easy for me to talk because I went through the tough time. survive through it. Now it's very easy for me to talk, when I went through a tough time, never give up and all that. But when you're going through that phase, now, it is the most horrendous, horrifying, terrible moments of your life here. So what I would suggest is, here are a few solutions that I have tried and my clients have also shared with me. See if it works for you. One is, you need to keep being busy. Sitting doing nothing is going to kill you anyways. So by busy, I mean do something that would move you closer towards the direction of your solution. If it is like you owe people big sums of money, then break it down into small chunks and try to figure out, okay, I'll pay a little bit here and I'll pay a little bit there. And or if you don't have any money, okay, I got a little bit money here for today, for today's food, for dinner. Okay, tomorrow will be a new day. I'll worry about it tomorrow. Take it like one step at a time. Take the problem one bit at a time. Break it down. The other thing is, keep doing the bare minimum, at least what you can do. Okay, you're looking out for a job. Maybe you can send one email, one extra email, or you can go visit one extra person. Yes, there'll be rejection or no response. At least do it. Whether rejection, no rejection, it's not in your hands. Okay, so constantly be busy and move towards the direction. And obviously, I can't tell you that keep sending emails from morning, afternoon, evening till night. You need to have other areas, right? So then keep busy by maybe cleaning things, keeping things in order. For me, cleaning and keeping things in order makes my mind go a little bit relaxed. Otherwise, I don't know. If things are in a mess, it kind of messes up your head. So keeping things clean and tidy does help. Keeping things in order does help. You can go through old stuff, throw what you don't need, keep what you need, sort out your PC, sort out your folders, sort out your phone, delete what is not required. It kind of helps gain some clarity. If possible, write things down, put your thoughts from up here onto the paper. So it kind of gives you clarity. The other thing is, this is very important. If you can take naps many times, it helps. If you know meditation, sitting still in one place, just closing your eyes, even for 5 minutes, even for 10 minutes, even if you go to sleep, that's okay. Even if you doze off, that's fine. You're resetting your body. It really helps you. Try getting naps. Sleep is very therapeutic because it'll reset your mind, it'll calm your mind down. Otherwise, you'll be in stress. Go for walks if possible. Walking always helps. Talking, expressing yourself also helps. If you have someone who you can talk to, doing some exercise, if you feel going to the gym helps you, fine, do that. Like I told you, cleaning, keeping things in order, checking out stuff, whether it's old papers, old folders, old whatever, sort things out, keep it in proper alphabetically, whatever. Video games is a good, it takes your mind off. Whether it's a strategy game, whether it's a fighting game, I know. When you're going through a tough time, the last thing is play a video game. Let's say someone you love is in the hospital. I don't expect you to be, playing a video game. It's just to divert your mind for some time, just to give you a little bit of relaxation. I know some guys who have played games like this one guy is my friend. I know him. He has played this game Dishonored, and there are different ways you can play it aggressively. You can play it semi-aggressive with stealth. You can play it with stealth. He when he went through unemployment during COVID, for the entire duration, he played this game so many times he has memorized it. He can literally play it like blindfolded, that kind of way. So he told me that playing that game was the saving grace. Some people actually read books. You can read books that give you hope. People have gone through tough times. There are some others who literally, maybe they'll do gardening or they'll sort things out outside, or they might even help others. Some people do that. I don't know very many who can do that. Some people go to church, some people go to the mosque, temple, they pray to God, they sit and chant. If it helps you, go ahead. Watching movies is also another good killer, but I doubt if your heart and mind would be there, but at least it kills time. Listening to music, this is one thing which I used to do. I'd play a song and I'd put it in a kind of a repeat mode, a loop, where I'd listen to the same song maybe for, seriously, every day, maybe 8 hours, 10 hours, while doing some other work. I just get zoned out. I can't even hear the song. It is that many times. And maybe I listen to it nonstop from 1 month to 3 months. And, it's like you're constantly listening to something or another to kill time. Talking to others, if you have someone who you can open up to, your mentor, your friend, someone who's close to you. But be careful. Just make sure that they don't irritate you and give you, oh, I'll give you the solution. And they take that big hat, I know everything. That'll kind of irritate you. Pay attention to nature, Like when I was in India and I was going through those tough times and I didn't know where I was going. Seriously, I sat on a train and I had no idea where I was headed. So I was looking outside at nature, looking at the train moving. I should have taken some video that time, but my head was somewhere else. So that can kill time. And like this, keep on keeping on, keep trying new things, and have a schedule. Have every day, get up and do something. You should do something. Don't just sit and do nothing. And for those of you who find it difficult to sleep, you might be tossing and turning, putting like a repeat music. Like I used to listen to Paul McKenna. You can type Paul, Paul McKenna, McKenna dash sleep. He talks and he talks in a very slow manner. It puts you to sleep. He's a hypnotist, but or you can listen to rain falling, ad-free kind of music to help you go to sleep. So these are the things I would do. But like I said, it's important that you do something. Okay, it's very easy for me to say, think of poor people who don't have hands, don't have legs, who are suffering in Palestine and all. That's the last thing you want to hear, because you're like, yeah, I know there are people suffering more than me and all that. I can give you some video links where people with no hands, no legs, they are going through, like Nick Wojcik, Nick, Nick Vuiccic. I think his name is Nick Wojcik. He has a motivational talk, Get Back Up. He has no hands, no legs, but he talks about how he overcame all this depression, wanting to kill himself, but he, gave himself a reason to live on. If that helps you, go watch it. I used to watch that. And I used to think to myself, if this guy with no hands, no legs is not giving excuses, what the fuck am I giving excuses for? At least I have a place to stay. I count my blessings. Okay, you have an air conditioning, or you have a fan, or you have a house, or you have food to eat, or you have water to drink, or, you have your hands, your legs, your eyes. Some people don't even have that. You have someone to love, someone to talk to. You can even watch this video. You at least have internet. So sometimes having a mind filled with gratitude also helps. But like they say, tough times don't last, but tough people do. That is a book written by Robert Sculler, which I read when I was 16. So that's the same thing I can tell you, which is a fact. There will be ups and downs. There will be tough times. There will be phases in your life where you'll just have no answer. You just don't know what the fuck to do. But like they say, keep on keeping on. Don't give up. Don't give up no matter what. The name of the game is you do something, and live to fight another day. Remember, every day is a new day. And at some point, trust me when I say this, at some point you will find a solution because you are not willing to give up. So keep on keeping on, keep trying, and don't lose. That's all I can tell you. Okay. But yes, use sensible, smart, strategic solution. Okay. Sensible, smart, strategic solutions, all S. Yeah. It's like if you're looking out for a job, apply, but take the proper guidance. Don't apply the wrong way. Like, spamming 100,000 people and your CV goes in the, spam folder. It's not going to help. So get the right advice. So take the right advice from the right qualified, experienced people, and then you'll find a solution. So don't do the wrong thing and expect, the right answers. I hope this video gave you a little bit of hope. I don't know if this video you're able to relate to it, but I genuinely wanted to share this and hope that you find a solution to whatever problem that it is you're going. All right. You guys stay strong. Good, bad, ugly. Feel free. Comment down below. This may sign you. Yeah.